Let me show you 3 ways to style your eyewear with your outfit using this season's hottest colors. Welcome to the Kindred by Design channel, where we dive into all things eyewear and eye style. As an eyewear stylist, I pay attention to what's coming off the fashion runways. I want to know, what are the top designers doing? Now you might wonder, if she just told us that her niche is eyewear and eye style, why is she talking to us about fashion runways? It's for the simple reason that you don't wear glasses naked. There's a definite overlap between fashion and eye style. If you think about it, eyewear has come such a long way. When I started wearing glasses back in high school, you had really very limited choices. You had the sexy librarian in brown, black, and gray. That was about it. But today, there's so much you can do with glasses in colors, materials, styles, and sizes that we're only limited by creativity and imagination, really. So anyway, let's get into the hottest colors and 3 ways you can style your glasses to go with each outfit. The first color we're going to discuss is white. Now, white is a perennial color. It says fresh, it says clean, and it says warm weather. So for the ladies, what we're seeing a lot of now is crisp white dresses. For gentlemen, it's crisp white shirts. I mean, that's all the time, but it's being put together differently. And also, we're seeing a difference in what materials are being used. Vogue calls it aircon materials. It's the materials that let you catch the breeze in your hinterlands. Think airy lace, think embroidery, think chiffon. These are the materials that we're seeing out now. So what does that mean in terms of glasses? First way you can style your all-white ensemble is monochromatically. With monochromatic looks, one has to be careful because sometimes if you're swathed in one color, it can come off flat or one-dimensional. To offset that with your glasses, I recommend playing with intensity. To dial down the intensity of a white ensemble, consider a clear frame. A clear frame is just going to bring some nuance to an all-white ensemble, or mostly white, or to your crisp white dress, or fellas to your white suits. If you're wanting a stronger look, consider an opaque frame like the one I'm wearing now. When you stay in the color family and just go with more saturated tone, it gives it a more eye-catching effect. The second way to style your white ensemble is through contrast. Now, contrast is pairing or playing with different colors that are complementary. For your white ensemble, contrast can range from low all the way to high. Let me show you. For high contrast, consider pairing your white ensemble with darker colored glasses. So think about black, brown, navy, and forest green. For medium contrast, go with bolder colors. Think oranges, fuchsias, pinks, bright pinks, and reds. And for low contrast, consider bringing it down with softer tones like a pastel. Here I've paired it with a soft pink. And the third way to style your white ensemble with your glasses is through color blocking. Color blocking in a technical sense is when you take colors from opposing sides of the color wheel and you pair them together in a complementary way. But with glasses and your all-white ensemble or your white ensemble, it's super easy. All you do is choose a multicolor frame. And what this will do is it'll add the pizzazz. You'll have the different colors already in the frame to set off your white ensemble. The next color coming off of fashion runways in terms of color trend is butter yellow. Also called mellow yellow or pastel yellow. All it is really is a soft yellow that's kind of in between cream and beige. Butter yellow can be worn as a neutral. You're going to see it everywhere this season in casual wear, formal wear, and statement pieces. Let's look at how you can style your butter yellow outfit with your glasses. So for your monochromatic look, You may not want to be swathed all in yellow. So what you can do is you can swap out a yellow frame for a metallic frame. I would say a gold frame. There's something about gold in the way it catches light that offsets yellow so nicely. It gives it a sense of luxury and softness. To contrast your butter yellow, I suggest staying in the same color family, but go either softer or darker. Here I've chosen to go with a tortoise that still incorporates some of the metallic yellow, the goldish color. This would set off a butter yellow suit so nicely. And the third way to set off your butter yellow outfit is through color blocking. Like I said before, just go with a nice multicolor frame. Here I've gone with the frame that's in the same, well, it's in the warm tone color family. So you'll see reds, you'll see beiges, you'll see oranges in the frame. It just adds a little, you know. Now for those of us who are really comfortable with bold looks, in terms of your sunglasses, you might try something like this. You might try color blocking, not just through color, which would make sense, but play with color blocking in terms of patterns and finishes. So here you'll see in this frame that I'm wearing, you'll see that I have a gold satin finish to the rings in the frame, and then you'll see like this black and white on the side and the blue across the bridge. This is just another way you can play with colors when it comes to your glasses and matching them to a solid color like butter yellow. Our next color trend this season is pale blue. Now some people are calling it pastel blue or glacial blue, but really it's just a really soft blue with a lot of white in it. If you ask me, I think this is like a reaction to like the bolder colors we've seen in seasons past. It seems like post-pandemic, people just want comfort. They want to return to something comforting, stable, not too excitable. So this is why I think I'm seeing all these soft colors in this season's trend, like the crisp white, the butter yellow, and some of the colors we're going to be talking about next. So one way to style your pale blue outfit is using details. What I like about details in a pair of glasses is it's not immediately obvious to the casual onlooker. You kind of have to come in a little closer. And what that means is all these little details come together to form an effect overall stylistically. And I like being able to do that with my glasses. Take this pair for example. It's enamel etched into a clear frame, but it's etched in using a graphic design. So if you look closely, it's like Mr. Pac-Man went through the frame. Like little things like that just add something to the look. I remember wearing this frame in an airport. Don't remember where I was going, but this TSA person stopped me and asked me about my frames. They said, "What is that? Is that a Pac-Man going through your glasses?" Like, it's like a little element of surprise. And I like that. So that's one way to style it. Let's look at another way. To bring contrast to your pale blue outfit, choose a frame that you can stay in the blue family. Just go with something more intense. Go with something darker. You can use your darker blue to go with your pale blue outfit. For a clean, fresh look, think about wearing a pair of glasses that are white or cream or beige. That'll kind of give you a more subdued but a clean look with your pale blue outfit. To bring more vibrance to a pale blue outfit, you can think of a coral frame or a mint-green frame. How you like me now? See, color blocking isn't just about the color of the frame. You can also do color blocking through the lenses. Here I have a blue mirrored lens and set off by the white frame, the frosted white frame. This will work also. It just brings a little nuance, and that's what you want to do with your glasses. You want to direct attention where you want it, and you want to have fun with it. It's fashion after all. The next color coming off of fashion runways is peach fuzz. Yeah, you got it, peach fuzz. Pantone, the mecca of color, has decided that peach fuzz is the color for 2024. When it comes to styling your glasses with the peach fuzz color trend, I admit it can be tricky. For the same reason as styling the pale blue color trend. It's because certain colors, okay, let me put it differently. Not all colors go with everyone. Why is that? Skin tone. Skin undertone, rather. Skin tone and skin undertones, if I can get my words out. Skin tone and skin undertones are different. But what I'm saying is it comes down to your skin undertone. What do I mean by that? I mean that if you have more of a cool undertone, blues are your friend. So wearing a blue frame or wearing the pale blue trend, period, is going to go more with you, more with your skin undertone. It's going to flatter you more because it goes together. Your undertone being more cool and blue being cool, you've got a match. If you want to do a deep dive on skin undertones, I made a whole video on that. Check out my series on color palette and how to create that for you. Peach fuzz is going to go with those of us who have more of a warm skin undertone. So how are you going to style it? First up, monochromatic. So if you did opt to wear peach fuzz and it is one of the colors that flatters you, I think this look is a flattering one. The peach is soft enough to complement the skin undertone, and depending on your own complexion, it's soft enough for you to carry a whole monochromatic look. But then again, we have two other ways to style your glasses, so let's look at those. Tortoiseshell is a nice way to add contrast to a peach fuzz outfit, to a peach colored outfit. Now, the nice thing with tortoise, okay, I know tortoiseshell has been around forever. It is classic. It is timeless, but you should also know that tortoiseshell comes in a range of colors. Like this is more Tokyo tortoise. And let me show you a more conventional look. This is more the tortoiseshell that people are used to seeing. A dark, a deep brown, kind of amber brown tortoiseshell. Either way, if you'd like to go with a lighter color tortoise or a deeper color tortoise, I think they are both great choices to complement and contrast a peach outfit. Now, when it comes to color blocking, that's a third way that you can style your glasses with the peach color trend. Now, as your eyewear stylist, you know I have to stretch you a little bit. I have to show you something a little different. Now, what I like about these frames is that typically color blocking involves clear lines of color. It's something like this frame where you can see there are clear lines and bands of color. What I have on now is also color blocking frame, but it's gradient color in the frame. So why does that make me giddy? It's because generally when you're talking about gradients, you're talking about lenses. You're talking about lenses that are darker towards the top and get lighter as they go down. This is different because it's a different technique and you have the gradient in the frame. So if you can see what I have on, I'll bring it even closer. There are no lines between the colors, so they just effortlessly blend one into the other. And why I like this frame for the peach color trend is because you have some peach, you play with color because it's transparent, right? And then you have some purple and some green notes throughout the frame. So like I said before, details are your friends. And so when you can mix, match, and play with it, it just gives you another nuance to your look. And glasses, yes, glasses can be fun. Our next color was a surprise to me. This color has been popping up in so many fashion lineups, and it's normally not a spring color. It's normally a color we associate with autumn and winter. But to my surprise, burgundy has been here, there, and everywhere. Now, normally when you think of burgundy, it's so deep and so rich. I usually think of burgundy with heavier materials, with like, I don't know, a wool or acrylic or cotton or some kind of heavier blend. But now this season, designers have chosen to pair it with softer tones and also to use it in lighter materials. So let's look at how we're going to style our glasses with burgundy. Depending on the size of the frame, depending on the thickness or thinness of the frame, and depending on the color lenses, it can be a lot of color. So what I like about burgundy in terms of your frame is, well, let's add some nuance, shall we? What I've done with what I'm wearing now is I've gone with burgundy leather. Yes. Have you ever worn a pair of glasses in leather? Well, as your eyewear stylist, allow me to introduce you to leather and eyewear. This pair that I'm wearing right now is a goat leather frame. And what this does is it gives the frame a nice pebbling. So it gives the frame a texture. And I think when you wear this monochromatically, depending on the materials that you're wearing, imagine wearing a burgundy chiffon, how sumptuous that would be, but how airy that would be. And you pair that with a chunky frame, you've got this nice juxtaposition that I think does something nice in the overall look. So this would be a nice way in terms of playing with your materials and the thickness of the frame. This would be a nice way to style burgundy monochromatically. So the second way to style your burgundy outfit is with contrast. Use your glasses to add contrast to the outfit. How do you do that? So there's a number of ways to do that. So contrast, think of contrast as a dial. You can turn it down, you can turn it up. It has 3 settings. So you can have high, medium, and low contrast. What I'm wearing now is a soft pink frame, again in leather. It just happened that way. And this is what is considered a high contrast color to a burgundy outfit. So imagine you're having a beautiful burgundy blouse, chiffon blouse, or for the gentleman that you're having a beautiful burgundy, maybe accent points like pocket squares and your watch wristband or your socks. Well, who's wearing socks in summertime? But you get what I'm saying. If you're using burgundy as a statement piece or as your base color, a nice way to offset it is through contrast. You can do high contrast like I'm wearing now. You can think of a medium contrast like a burnt orange or a teal. Yes, that will set off burgundy nicely. Or you can go with a low contrast that's more classic and conservative. So think of a nice warm brown or a black or a navy. Think about burgundies and plaids. I know that's not seasonal because burgundy in the summertime is not usually what comes to mind. But in a plaid, you'll see burgundy with greens and with navies. The same goes with glasses. So if you're wanting to add contrast to your burgundy outfit with your glasses and you want to do it toned down, you go with dark colors. Medium contrast, more vibrant colors. High contrast, something totally on the opposite end, you go with a lighter color. And that's how we do contrast with burgundy. Let's look at color blocking next. So here's a great way, a great frame, I think, to color block burgundy. It has the base color in the frame, but here we go again, that thing I like, details. So if you look at the top of the frame, you'll see a navy blue. And if you look at the bottom of the frame, you'll see blue, but in a different shade, a more pale blue, a more glacial blue. So color blocking, you can just have fun with it. The important thing is to keep your color palette cohesive and interesting. There's really no rule as to which color. Choose the colors you like. They can either be distinct color blocking or gradient like I've shown you before, but keep it coherent and keep it cohesive and keep it interesting. Remember, glasses are a way to draw the attention where you want it. It's a medical device for most of us, but it can also be a lot of fun and it can be fashion. It can be a way to add style to your outfit in an interesting way and to see and look fabulous at the same time. Who doesn't like that? Thank you so much for joining me as we explored the overlap between fashion and eye style. My goal was to help you understand how to interpret a fashion trend, in this case, a color trend, how to interpret it into your eyewear and into your eye style. I think we understand now that eyewear isn't just a medical device, but it's also an extension of your personality and your personal style. Using the 3 techniques we talked about, monochromatic, contrast, and color blocking, I'm sure you have a better understanding now of how to use these techniques to pair your eyewear with your fashion. The possibilities really are endless, and they're only limited by your creativity and imagination. If you're thinking, wow, I could really use someone to help me figure out my eye style and colors and materials, just let me know. I am here to help. I am here to serve. I'd be more than happy to join you on your journey to elevating your frame game. I'll see you in the next video.